I don't go into a wall mural any different than a tattoo, because I feel I'm the artist. So none of these things will do nothing if I don't make them. So I don't really let medium control what I'm doing, and I don't even think about like, oh, this might be harder, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who was making it do what it do. So I just approach it that way, and they all pretty much come out consistent. I like the term creative director because that's what I feel comfortable with saying, just because besides me like physically touching things, I also provide ideas to other people. So I keep a lot of my own ideas, but as far as my discipline, I've been tattooing for 17 years. I've been painting for 7 years, since 2013. In high school and stuff, I started painting clothes. Like I would customize clothes. Like I was painting G-Nikes for like $20. Like customizing any color you wanted, like putting your name on your jean jacket or uniform shirt, any jeans, any games, any dances, talent shows. I was the person to come see, like especially in the East. Just starting from that, and I've been doing that forever. Like I never had like a formal job where I got like a paycheck every week and stuff like that. So like I literally been doing what I'm doing now since I was a teenager. I've been painting murals for 20 years. That's the first thing that I ever did. When you stand in front of a wall, it could be intimidating, and you're just looking at something that might be like 25 feet high. But if I'm in front of a sheet of paper that's 8 by 10 inches and I stand in front of a wall that's 8 foot by 10 foot, I would just pick up a different brush, like that could almost be the same size as a pencil, and I will approach it the same. So it's not like, oh, how am I gonna do this? I just jump in. Any mistake I make, I'll make it early and make it first and just clean it up first, and then I just get back to filling it in like it needs to be. Because of Katrina, I don't have childhood photos. I don't have, photos of my mom's wedding photos and things like that. Those things don't even exist, but I still remember them. So, I think about my grandparents. Like I don't have a grandparent that's alive right now. So some of the things that I grew up to even realize, like my dad and my uncles, my grandmother, all had gold teeth. So it's just something that as a child I always wanted, but my mom always told me no. Like she was like, no, like no further discussion, no appeals, just no. Now when I paint certain things, I just reflect on those things. Like say my daddy got 6. I might paint a man that might have 2 at the top, 4 at the bottom. Just pulling from different experiences and just remembering people's faces and stuff. It could be anything, like the type of glasses that my neighbor wore, or the type of hat that my teacher had. Like I just remember those and just pull different details out when I'm creating pieces. I just kind of make sure some of the memories that I have are captured in the pieces, just so, as my memory fades, as I get older, I can still look and reflect on some of these things and those people, and it helps, character pieces, like my portrait pieces, I still pull from those type of things. When I was younger, like you would catch like kids at the bus stops, drumsticks, horns, like that was just a thing. Like everywhere you went, it's just something that you saw, but it was so normal to me, and I don't really see those type of things happening today. All these different things that people think the city needs, it doesn't. People move here, like they'll visit and like certain things and then decide to just change their whole life around without knowing what is underneath all of that. So when the fun stops, and then you get tired of the trumpet players that's on the corner that you just moved to, that they've been playing in front of for 10 years, like you can't change that type of stuff. The music programs, the arts programs, the stuff that, keeps kids occupied, and kind of keep the kids centered towards that instead of the crime that everybody complains about but doesn't try to fix. doesn't look deeper than just putting more police out. But you know, the funding should go to the kids. You know, like the programs, like I said, arts, music, and things that help develop the characters of younger people who normally, you know, wouldn't have those opportunities. The first thing I would say is understand who you are. Like you can take from different things just to be inspired by, but you always have to know who you are, because that's the first thing that people are looking for. Who are you, you know? Create what you want to create, make sure that you come through on your work and you'll attract the people who want that, and that's where you start and build your customer base of people who want what you create. And just stay consistent. I know that's the most cliche advice anybody could give anybody, but the consistency is what gets people comfortable with supporting whatever you do and becoming a client, a fan, or whatever type of work that you do. As they growing with you, they feel even more attached because they saw, you know, your humble beginnings, and as you get better and develop, those people will stick around and more people will just come.
So my final question is, how do you balance being a father, being an artist, and I guess a businessman too?
I just kind of throw everything in the air and whatever I catch. I'm just playing. It's like it starts with family. I make sure the family is always taken care of first. You know, work is pretty much there. You know, work is there. It's not too much stuff that happens outside of a certain margin at work. Family is always unexpected. You never know what's going on. You know, who's hungry, who fell, you know, like those type of things I stay more on point for. So family first, then work, and then, you know, whatever personal time I can have to maybe try some new stuff or buy some car parts or something, you know, like just, I start with the family, then work, and then me, I come last.